Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bowles Central. It's been a while since I did a movie review. I looked at Mario Puzo's The Godfather, Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone. Because there's no movie theaters anymore. I don't really do movie reviews, movies in theaters. Because of the crazy pandemic, and I could review things that come out on Netflix, and maybe I will. But it looks like in the age of international, global, scary things, all the movies that are going to ever come out are going to come out on like streaming platforms that we know and love, and they're going to come out at home like VOD type stuff. And one of those is this, say it again, Mario Puzo's The Godfather, Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone. That's the title of the movie. By the way, the movie's called Godfather Part III. You seen it? You seen this movie? The generally considered most inferior of the three Godfather movies. I'll tell you what, though, this new cut of the movie, it warrants a totally different title. It really doesn't. It's basically the same movie. It's a little bit tighter. It's a little bit more focused. The major problem with The Godfather Part 3, as it used to be called, it became a little bit self-referential. It became a little bit... it became a victim of its own formula a little bit, a little operatic. Which is, fitting considering that the whole last 30 minutes of the movie takes place in an opera house or whatever. So, but the new cut of the movie, it has a new beginning, quote unquote, which they just took a scene from like later in the movie where it used to be and stuck it at the beginning. And it's got a slightly different ending. I won't spoil it, but it is very, very, very slight. And I kind of understand what Francis Ford Coppola was trying to do with The Godfather 3 now, because it kind of makes more sense with this cut. He was trying to, as a coda, okay? So what's a coda? A coda in a piece of music is a summation of all the major themes found in that piece, right? So a coda to a movie of Part 1 and Part 2 should be kind of like, well, what does the whole thing mean? And in this case, what it really amounts to is Michael Corleone, right, the Godfather. He thinks he can buy his way into heaven. He thinks he can absolve a lifetime of misdeeds and crimes and murder and extortion and brutality with money and with good works and with charity and with faith, because there's the Catholic Church is like a major player in this movie. I don't know if you've ever seen The Godfather. I don't know how many people are interested in The Godfather. I love The Godfather Part 1, and I absolutely adore The Godfather Part 2. And this is not make Godfather 3... it doesn't make it that much better. Like I said, it's a little tighter, it's a little more focused, it's shorter. So that should tell you something, I suppose. But that's kind of my thesis on it. I understand better what Francis Ford Coppola was trying to say, who Michael Corleone is and how he ends up and why he ends up that way. And I mean his final, end up. The price that he ultimately has to pay to get out. Just when he thinks he's out, they pull him back in. By the way, isn't this a freakish head that I'm using? Isn't this really, really distracting? I think it's great. Look at that. By the way, my teeth are not that bad in real life. Just FYI. Anyway, back to the movie review. I'm gonna give. Gotta say the whole thing again. Mario Puzo's The Godfather, Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, man. It's The Godfather 3, a little bit shorter. That's what it is. A little bit more focused. it doesn't make up for being The Godfather 3, being the inferior third part of a very, very successful and wonderful two-part series that now has a coda instead of a part 3. That's it for Jeff Post Central. We're going to be doing way more movie reviews because like Wonder Woman 1984 drops on Christmas Day here and all sorts of other fun movies coming. We're gonna bring back the movie segment. Let me know how the freakish head works for you. I don't know what's going on with my shoulder over there. My shoulder. Whoa! Head went crazy. Bye. Hey everybody, this is Love Madness Demon. This is my latest novel. This is about this is about hell versus heaven and a romance that spans generations of past lives, and I'm trying to find a new way of selling this book. And you get cake with it. Every copy comes with a slice of chocolate cake. It doesn't. I wish it did. I'd have a slop load of cake. And I don't.